to multi-point communication. Typical represents this satellite television broadcasting.
And I explain what is a smart antenna and why is smart antenna important. For this reason, I present fundamental of linear antenna array using phase antenna arrays. Then I take attention.
So my warm thank is to them. Now, immediately starting, I ask to Hans to present the participants of the 19th ITSS, giving them the possibility to Bogdan.
Good morning, also for myself. Everybody, I hope, had a good journey here. For those of you who come from Rome, it's of course not so far, but there among us are many participants from various countries all over Europe, with a long journey yesterday behind you. So very much welcome to everybody also from my point of view.
Professor Hartnagel used the term optical electronics. It is probably why.
In other words, I am going to talk about optical communication in free space. My talk will be in 5 parts, followed by discussion. First, I am going to talk about the definition of optical communication in.
I'd like to say 2 words about fuel cells. There's a new kind of material, however, extensively developed and researched during the last 2 decades. And of course, there is a lot of application of.
I'm from the Electronic Engineering Department of the University of Ljubljana. Just to underline that the email that is over the book of abstract or is not correct, so it's corrected if you want. Is LIMITI. There is an I before the X. So this is a slightly different presentation from the previous one, since it's the capacitor is just one unit, depending on perhaps 2 voltage, gate and drain, but in any case it's unique capacitor. And then you can see here.
Together as a group in the session of lunch, so that you can, so to speak, opt for the particular project. And the procedure is that I shall call project 1, and those of you who have selected project 1, lift the hand, you know. And if there are 2, then we have to select the one which raises the hand first.
You cannot correct micros. Micros.
Yes.
You are useless. Just before the end of the violin is alone and plays. And in that concert, the violin plays quiet and then the orchestra comes in. All percussions at the same time.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm from the Electronic Engineering Department of the University of Ljubljana. Just to underline that the email that is over the book of abstract or is not correct. It's a slightly different presentation from the previous one, since it's spice, P spice, G spice, all the quantities of spice that are used all over the world. Those models are not directly taken from the frequency domain 1. So you are not using within those frames exactly the same models. So there is an inconsistency between the time domain and frequency domain.
Therefore, why we want to do that, we have to look at the coaxial cable. The coaxial cable has a huge attenuation. Example, let's say 500 megahertz, we have an attenuation of approximately 60 dB per kilometer.
Nice. If the long wave would be faster than the short wave. Okay, that we can produce, and that's the next kind of fiber. Now we have a varying reflective index inside the fiber.
You get different results.
Why don't you use transient ADS?
Because it uses different models.
ADS? Oh,
Yes,
for
yes.
both.
The foundry gives you, for using spice, a different model, a model for cadence.
No, I mean, you use the frequency domain ADS model for transient in ADS.
Yes, but in that case you have the same model that is not given by the foundry as usable for time domain. So they say, you didn't use my model, so I cannot guarantee your results. Is it clear?
Now, one group, about 30 people, 33, remains here by Nadia. One group, please move ahead, some steps ahead.
Thank you very much.
And Virna, so that we can distribute the headsets that we will need for the visit.
Čím to byl posledně, tak ta tlustá muslimka tamhle nebyla teda.
This is more.